Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thank you for joining me on what I say might be exactly how you want to build something, right? So for instance, in this case right here, we have a Pro Touring Trans Am built to the way we'd want our modern car to drive, but we want an old school car to look, right? You say, well, Tony, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, what does that mean? Okay, great. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that question, all right? Big wheels and tires, right? Make a huge difference compared to 70s vintage, right? Things that went on. Full suspension, killer drivetrain inside here, upgraded motor, big brakes, like all of the stuff that you'd want to put into a car has already been done for you. So for instance, I hear you in the background, you know, saying, I could do that, I could build that. You're absolutely right, you probably could. Maybe take you 2 to 3 years if you could find somebody to start on it this weekend, right? Just have to get that rolling. But you could be driving this weekend, and that's the difference, right? You're gonna spend way more money building this car, and I'll tell you why. Because the person that built this car spent way more than we're selling it for, but he knew that because he was driving it, and he enjoyed the little bit of mileage that he put on. He took it to shows and things like that, and now this car is ready for its next owner to enjoy, take their family out, kids or whatever. Let's look at all the good stuff. We're gonna take a walk around, spend a few minutes with me. I think that you'll find out a way to get it in your garage. You're probably saying to yourself, man, that car's really shiny. You know what I'm saying to you? This car is really shiny. And you can tell because you can see the lights in the paint. You can see the beams of the ceiling. You can see for all of the styling features of this car and the shaker hood that's coming out of here. And the fact that you can read all of those letters, right? Nice and crystal clear in there. That's the quality of paint you're looking for. Pictures can be anything as somebody who sends them to you wants them to be. The video doesn't lie, man. This thing is shiny. The red callouts, the bird on here. It is in your face. It is subtle. It is stylish. It is beautiful. Let me show you what 15 to 20,000 looks like. It's all under here. This motor, imagine this car back in the day, it had around 200 horsepower. Did you hear what I said? It had around 200 horsepower, depending on, you know, what engine you got and whatever. This right here is level 10 compared to that. Aluminum heads, gear drive, roller camshaft, like all of the latest, greatest high performance goodies. A giant radiator, which is 100% bigger than the factory radiator. 100, right? Because why? For me, I know that's the thing that bugs me the most is a car that overheats, and I just don't like it. Stainless steel assemblies there holding the fenders on, right? All the hardware there. Chrome brake booster for the 4-wheel disc brakes, right? Polished master cylinder. Ceramic coated headers. This March serpentine belt drive. Go ahead and look it up online. This right here is around almost $3,000 before installation, right? With the polished compressor, all the pulleys, the belts, all that stuff, but it makes the front end of this car look so good. You want to go to a car show, man? This thing looks amazing. The hood hinges, $1,000 for hood hinges, right? You say, well, Tony, that doesn't sound like a lot, $1,000. Oh, engine, $10,000. Hood hinges, $1,000. Upgraded braking system, $4,000. All of this serpentine belt system, $4,000, right? It gets and adds up quickly. Transmission, radiator, horns, on and on and on. Now you see why this is such a great car and such a great deal. I'm spending some time back here because I want to show you detail stuff, and I took some stuff out of the trunk because I wanted you to see something else as well. But before I let you, no, not yet. I want you to see little stuff. The tinted windows, nice, right? The moldings are painted body color. Again, I get asked all the time where people say to me, wow, that's a great looking car, but we don't know why it's a great looking car. And these are the things that make it different than others, right? That little touch right there makes it look sinister. This right here, typical Pontiac styling with the taillights behind that hidden black panel there. This car sounds ridiculous with that big exhaust coming out the back. In here, I wanted to spend a second just so you could see. The trunk pan is new, right? And it gets a nice piece of carpet. The trunk light works. You say, well, Tone, really? After all the stuff on the car there, you're going to spend some time on the trunk light? I'm going to say, yes, I am, and I'll tell you why. 99.9% of the world, the trunk light does not work on classic cars. Why? Because it takes extra effort. You got to go wire all the way to the front, do under the carpet, make this work, get that, rewire, do all that good stuff. I just pulled it out here just so you could see it, right, when I pulled the carpet out. But those are the little things that say some restorations are better than others. You may see it as just a tiny little thing. I'm telling you it's one of 1,000 tiny little things that have been done on this car. All right, so a lot of times people will say, they'll call and say, well, do I fit in that car? Or what about, you know, accoutrements, right? Let's take some time and talk about that. For instance, we have tilt wheel, okay? We have a chrome steering wheel with custom stitched red leather. These are custom red leather seats all the way through. Custom headliner, dash is beautiful, 140 mile an hour speedometer, right? 6,000 RPM tach. Upgraded digital sound system with some great speakers in it. The air conditioning system isn't the old school style. This is a modern air conditioning system. They put the vents down here so you get lots of fresh air coming in. You got a cool console here as well. It's just, I don't know. To me, when I'm in these cars, when they're done at the next level, right, they're really, really nice. And I think at this place here, when you're driving down the road and you're you know, shifting up and down and driving through some back roads and what have you, this is a great place to be. Not to mention, take another couple out to dinner with you in here, take the kids with you to dinner or something like that, go someplace. This is a game changer. All right, so let's close up the video talking about some of the high points of here. Modern air conditioning system, 100% plus more power than the original car came with, 100% more, right? Over 400 horsepower. The sound that this car makes is insane. Big wheels and tires, big brakes, custom interior, beautiful detailed stuff under the hood, serpentine belt system. I mean, on and on, custom suspension, exhaust, on and on and on. You couldn't build this car anywhere close to what you could buy it for, not to mention you could be driving it next weekend, which is truly, to me, the best way to buy a car. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this cool Trans Am. If you would, please, don't forget to like the video down below. That helps us get our message out, and we really appreciate that. Share it with your friends. You never know, they might like it as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're always putting out new content, and I think that you may see something you like.